Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. Tonight, I really appreciate this award for being in for 32 years in the United States Army. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve this great nation. Now, please imagine when I was 17 years old, out of high school, and crazy. I was on the track team, I was an ROTC, I was a drama major at the time. Nobody in their right mind would have thought that I was actually going to join the Army, because where I grew up at was San Diego, California. And that was pretty much a Navy town. So everybody who joined up there was either in the Navy, joined the Navy, or they joined the Marines. But my father had served before me, and my brothers were in the time that I joined. So I felt it was the right thing to do. I wanted to thank God for taking care of me these past 32 years. Out of all the adventures and all the missions that I've been on, where I actually came back with all my fingers and toes, and some might say my mental stability is a little bit rocky, but for the most part they say I'm pretty much there. He gives in all of us the ability to do the things that we deem special. And by what I mean of special is what you leave behind. What do you want to say after you've done something that's been great, that you truly put your heart, your soul, everything into it? And I believe serving this nation has been just the greatest ride I could ever think of. After 32 years, you come inside, you thank your family, you thank your friends, and the real heroes that I see as I leave this service are the soldiers that are still serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. And by the way, we're in about 15 other places, and some of them you still don't know about, so don't ask or I gotta kill you, okay? So don't even ask. The people who wait for them, you, everyone out here tonight, who has friends, family, uncles, aunts, and you wait anxiously, pray for them every night that they come home safe from each and every mission. Those soldiers out there are my heroes, and you guys are as well. You provide the support. You're there for us when we come home. We have a life to come home to. We have a family. And like you were talking about tonight, Kurt, family is about everything, isn't it? It's the most important thing that you bring home. And the United States of America has been my family. Has given me shelter, has given me confidence, the ability to lead, and the ability to survive. Those are great things that just can't be bought. And you can't trade them away with anything else. We live in a country with a whole bunch of bad people all around us, both foreign and domestic. And yet, we support each other. We stand by each other each and every day. And we may have arguments. You know, there are times when we don't agree. And you say maybe it's better that we all come home. But I would like to point something out to you. The state of isolationism. You know, we did try that in the early 20th century. You may not know this, but we pretty much closed off our borders to a lot of the world and didn't get involved when Japan and Germany took over half the world. We stood by and said, as long as you're not doing anything to us, we're going to leave you alone. Well, on December 7th, 1941, we were shown the folly of our mistakes. And in that day, over 2,400 service members and civilians died in Pearl Harbor. And that's why I say to you today, only about 0.8% of the people in this country serve the military. That's it. But just because you serve the military, or just because you don't, doesn't make you any less honorable, any less patriotic. And so I ask you tonight, if you look into your hearts and look into your families, see the things that made us special. The time for Thanksgiving is a time when you come together, and of course Tim so eloquently stated the positive things of what Thanksgiving was all about. Now on my end of the deal, since we're Native Americans, let me tell you what I was told. I was told, hey, They had all these people that had come across the water. They didn't know how to plant and feed for themselves. So the Native Americans went ahead and brought them food and took them all this stuff. And they had a great cornucopia of food and generosity. And then a few weeks later, they killed them all. Oh. That goes to show you, wow, just how some of the stories are a little bit different depending upon where you come from. If you really want to ask yourself one simple question, what makes me do the things that I do? I've jumped out of helicopters, off of cliffs, into buildings, firefights, bombed, shelled, blown up, shot at. None of these really, to me, make a bit of difference. Because if I wasn't there, I'm defending an idea. I'm defending something that we get to do every single day. And that's make a choice. You, everyone sitting in this room tonight, has a choice. Either to listen, to walk away. You can debate it. You can disagree without being shot. And in Russia, that's a pretty hard thing to come by right now. But here, that's why I serve. That's why I defend this great nation. I love the United States of America. I am a true, proud patriot. And if ever called upon again, I would gladly serve you in any day, in any situation. Thank you.